Vol, Kazi, and Dimples, thank you for being here. How are you doing? I was trying to get, I don't know why, but Discord isn't displaying that I'm streaming, even after I changed some options, but I don't know. I'll have to figure it out later. It was taking too long. You're tired? Yeah. I feel that. Alpha, whoa, Keldon. It's, you have a new name. Weird. Came up on your Discord there. Oh, I mean, so if you look at my icon, in like the list of people in a Discord server, it says idle, but I switched it to just online, hoping that it would show that I was streaming when I started streaming, but it didn't. Because it should, instead of the yellowish orange moon, it should be purple with a play button, and then it should say that I'm streaming. But I don't think it does. You were getting rid of the Z due to Russia using? I guess I don't, I'm not seeing the connection, but between Z and Russian, but. And Dimples, I'm all right. Just the letters. Oh, okay. Man, I'd hope people. I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get into. This stuff infuriates me. Like the thought of someone going, "You have a Z in your name, you know." Bleeding Scarlet, how's it going? I was gonna say, I made up for the lack of recording a couple nights ago, so I recorded 2 more pieces. So I have a total of 8 done out of, I think, about 30 pieces I want to record, because I'm trying to do 1 a day. And it should take about, well, I guess about a month. But for me, a big part of it is the process, and sticking to a commitment I'm making, and a promise I'm sort of making to myself, which is why I wasn't happy about not recording something on Saturday night, because it was less about just missing a piece and more about not following through with something I wanted to do. Yeah. Yo, Cricket, welcome back. That's a good guess, FF4. No, it's actually from Chrono Trigger. And what's going on, Brian? How are you doing? Enjoy the lurk, Vol. Hopefully the work on your project goes well. Just got home. Got to catch up on practice. Okay, that's a good idea. You don't want your teacher to be upset if you didn't practice. You were hearing FF14 kind of hymn that 14 got from 4. Okay, gotcha. I never played FF14 actually. There are a bunch of Final Fantasy games that I have wanted to play, but just like haven't gotten around to. Maybe I will at some point. Like I've played a good chunk of them. I think you were here yesterday when I mentioned it. I played 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 15. So I'm missing some gaps. Am I a gamer? Oh, I'm a gamer. There are lots of different types of gamers. I feel like I'm a specific type. I don't know. I've been playing video games my whole life. Since legitimately since before I can even remember. My dad had gotten a regular Nintendo and had combination of Mario Duck Hunt in one cartridge, the Legend of Zelda. I can't remember which other ones he had gotten for himself, and like so by the time I was born in 1987, well, there was a regular Nintendo around, and I was playing from a very young age. Played most of the good ones. That's what I've heard. I really feel like I should at least play FF10. I feel like that kind of fits in, even though that jump to the next generation console, I still feel like maybe it kind of fits in with the rest. Yeah, I play video games all the time. I tend to just hyper focus on certain games. So like I mentioned yesterday that I sort of have two things I'm doing right now. One is trying to beat hold on a second. Beast Monkey, my girlfriend is convinced your background is a green screen, but it's not, right? Beast Monkey's girlfriend, check this out. This is quite real. It's quite real. 10 is great and the music is top notch. Yeah, I remember watching some friends playing parts of it, but I just like never had it. But I really should play it at some point. But like right now, I spend a lot of time in terms of like games that aren't fun. That's Super Smash Bros. Melee, because I don't like actively compete, but I don't know what you would say. I'm like an amateur competitive player, I guess you could say. Like I play online and play in the, well, I play people online, and I'm following what's going on in the community and stuff. And then in terms of just fun, like more casual gaming, I wanted to, I'll kind of just play whatever, but I recently wanted to play every single Zelda game, and there were a bunch of ones for handheld consoles that I had never beaten. And so I just finished Spirit Tracks, and there's only one more left, and that's Triforce Heroes, and I just started it. So that's kind of, Melee is the competitive, like intense gaming thing right now, and it has been for years. And Triforce Heroes is the sort of casual one I'm doing. And I tend to just basically stick to one thing like that. It's hard for me to juggle multiple games casually at once. Acutely focus the Smash Bros, yeah. The Zelda Stylus experience, I feel like I didn't give myself the best, the fairest assessment of those games, because I played on emulator with modified ROMs of the game so that you could actually play without just using your mouse. Now, you had to use the mouse for certain things, but someone made modified ROMs that things that you could use to modify the ROM so that you could actually play it with like the directional pad to move and stuff. Because playing a stylus is very different than a mouse pointer. Oh my god, I tried to just play with the mouse pointer and it was miserable. So I don't think the experience was quite like what it was supposed to be, but I enjoyed just going through the games. They weren't my favorite, but especially Spirit Tracks. I was not a big fan of, I don't know, I was not a big fan of moving Zelda around. Some of the things were kind of, some of the puzzles in that sense were also like kind of tedious. I don't know. Wasn't my favorite. I appreciate what they tried to do. Hey, what's up, Amanda? How's it going? I don't know if anyone else has played Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, but that was my experience. So I recorded this last night. This was one of the two pieces. Yeah, no problem, Keldon. I love talking about stuff. I've mentioned this before, and I'll keep mentioning it. I don't want, for me, I don't want this stream to be a a concert. I don't want it to be an online concert. For one, it's just not feasible. Geez, like, yeah, I'm gonna do a 4 hours straight of playing music. It's like, that sounds miserable and boring. Um, there's just so much else you can do, and this platform and this format and everything allows for it. Like, yesterday's stream was awesome, and I knew something. I'm curious if anyone knew, like, felt like something was different, who was in the stream yesterday, because there was something different. Like, we got some big raids, but something still seemed much different. And I only was able to confirm it after the stream when I looked at where the viewers came. And we were, the stream was like semi-featured on the front page thing. So that's why there were so many new people. And what that allowed was, yo, what's up, Type Delete? 4 hours straight of music? That's right. I'm not even talking right now. I'm just doing more music. What that allowed for was a freedom to expand into different things without losing the energy of the stream. And I don't mean just my energy, although, yes, my energy. But I mean, we did a whole bunch of stuff. We were like analyzing music and talking about just Zelda games in general. Nothing to do with music. And there were 0 points where there weren't just like multiple people engaged with what was going on and feeding off of what I was doing and what each other were saying. And for me, that's like, that is one of like the goals. And I think that's a good goal. Yeah, the organ conversation. People were into that. And so like, I've tried to mention this before. Also, hey Luke. I like watching music streams, like having a buddy just playing music in the background. Totally, yeah. Doing college work. It's like a friend is just in the back of the room playing music. Yep. You're not the only one. Yeah. But like that ability to do that and to be able to flow from one thing to the next, I feel like is really important for sort of what I like to do on stream. Also, I talk about calluses sometimes. This finger is like, I'm gonna mention something. Shell, how's it going? Like, Necros mentioned a fingering thing, which ever since we did this last week, I've been overthinking this one part, and I've been messing up because I've been thinking about it too much. Which means I don't know it consciously enough, or I don't have it enough in my muscle memory, but I prefer to have those things. I want to know it consciously enough so that I don't have to just rely on muscle memory. Is it happy birthday? No, but it is part of the melody. Hey, Nad, how are you doing? Luke, I'm glad you like the music analysis stuff. I like doing it. I learn stuff as I'm doing it. I enjoy sharing it, and I'd like to do more things like that. You're trying to find that Scarlatti Sonata. I'd like to play. Yeah, the catalog number is what you're gonna want to search for. It is. There are two main catalogs, an L, and then a number, and then a K, and then a number. The K is like kind of more popular. So yeah, what Necro said, it's K11. It's the cataloging done by Ralph Kirkpatrick, who's a harpsichordist. The transcription I play specifically was done by Segovia, too. And I altered very little. There were actually some notes I changed, but he doesn't have he doesn't do this ending differently. So on the first time playing through that A section, there's an A section, it repeats, a B section, it repeats. You have that, and it's just a descending B minor scale. B natural minor, I guess. And then it goes. But the second time around, what you're actually supposed to do is end it, and it's kind of like a mix between. This sounds like B minor, but then there's a major third. And there's a major third here. And that moves you over to, whoops. Hey, what's up, Raccoon? Oh, that's a neat melody. It was just the scale. Well, it's part of it is if I give some credit to Scarlatti and myself. Well, let's do this. If I just do that, it sounds more like a scale. Not the nicest thing. Those are the notes and the correct rhythmic values. Like there was nothing wrong about that. But depending on what I slur, it changes how it's grouped. And even these two notes, they're the same notes, but they're totally different. One's the end of a phrase, a little phrase, and the other's the beginning. And it happens at the end too. it adds a nice little comma. Yeah, and it's not a comma in terms of like a pause, but that's the thing. So instead of having it be like a run-on sentence, this it marks that there's something different happening, even though the pitch is exactly the same. That would be like talking like this all the time, and then when you switch sentences, you don't even do anything differently. For example, blah blah. It's like, Jesus, okay, like. I'm not really warmed up, but I can try to do it just because we're talking about it. Pretty particular. Welcome back, Mimi. I am pretty particular. I am very particular, but I have a solution to it. Now, I've never broken a nail mid-playing, even before I did this, but I have glue on my nails, so there is no way these nails are breaking. And thanks for the claps. I had a friend who was playing a piece, and he was like playing a concert in front of people, and one of his nails just snapped off. The glue stuff is a pain in the butt to do and to take care of, even though I've gotten the process down to pretty much a science. Yeah, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't have nails. I wish they're a pain in the butt to deal with and to take care of, and they mess around with other things. Most importantly for me, playing the piano. But the guitar is more important than the piano for me, so it's a sacrifice I gotta make. Also, Asamiya, I don't know if I said hey to you before. I think I just like assumed you were here at the beginning of the stream, but yeah, so acoustic, like steel string acoustic guitar, nylon string like classical guitar. You can even separate out like flamenco, electric guitars. Like they're all the same. They're all going to produce the same notes and stuff, if that makes sense. They're all, you know, if you do this on a guitar, like it's going to be a C major chord. So you can do it. It's just, it's like what's the sound you're going to get and what's the feeling you're going to get and all that stuff, and like what was the composer, you know, intending. Like I can do what I just did on this guitar. It's not gonna. So it's different, but Nastla Pares. Thank you for the raid and welcome in. And thanks, Mimi. Yeah, I typically use this when I'm singing and accompanying myself. Nothing makes you want to go back to steel strings. I mean, I like, again, if you're strumming, there's like it's different. It's different, but it doesn't have that, man, there's something about the like, again, the purity of this sound. It's what I'm drawn to. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Also, hello. It's another reason why I can't get rid of these nails. Because, again, technically, I could play everything I can play with it. Like, it doesn't change what you can play. It just changes how it sounds. I don't hate anyone for their music preferences. I really mean that. I may tease about stuff. I may do like like John Mayer stuff. And like, yeah, I don't actually care. What are these strings made of? These three are nylon. And these three are super thin, a collection of super thin nylon fibers wrapped in metal. Whatever gets them into music. And yeah, whatever they like. Like I can't tell people what their subjective experiences should be. Like I don't Like, I know there are people that don't like what I like, and I can't imagine life or a world where everyone's preferences line up. It just like doesn't make sense to me. You can I like Tool. I wasn't like a huge Tool fan where like I like Tool. So here's the other piece I recorded last night. So that one was actually easier than Adelita to get down. What seems to be the biggest difficulty with all these pieces is like it's a whole different approach that I'm used to like interpreting music. Again, I'm trying to make everything just as clean as possible. And this really only had one thing I had to deal with. So this one shift. I just had to alter by lifting up my finger. I may end up re-recording it at some point, along with some other pieces, but I'm just trying to get something down, and I'll go back and see, because I picked up way too much of my own breathing than I would have liked. Like, I felt like I was breathing in totally appropriate places, but I just didn't want my breathing to be part of the recording. So whose is this? Adelita was the one that was really difficult. Dude, that's 2 audio drops in like 2 minutes. How do you know where to go from one chord to another? Well, in a certain sense, it probably depends on the style you're playing. Whether you're improvising or not. And then, in one sense, it's really simple. It's like, I don't know, where's the note? Like, you just have to go from one place to the next. Where's the note? And you have to get there some way. In another sense, it's not so simple. A lot of times, it seems like people don't actually think about how they get from one place to the next. Yo, Kazi, thank you for the preemptive hearts. Thank you for being here. We will see you later. And especially whether it's classical or just like, whether someone's just like strumming some chords, your hands, it's obvious when you say it, and no one, like everyone knows this is the case, but it's not something you necessarily are consciously aware of, is that your hands don't magically go from one place to another. Every single finger has to actually make some sort of motion. Like it has to go through a fluid, set of motions. And so if you're just thinking about one thing and then just thinking about something else, you're not aware of the motions that take place in between. And if you're not aware of it, then it's going to be difficult to control. Are you just keeping in a scale or something? Again, it depends on what you're doing. Like when I'm playing this classical stuff, like you'll be in a key a lot of the time. Like right, like here I'm in E major. But like these notes, like I just gotta play these notes. Like now, yes, I could technically go. And so like, what was I thinking about there? Because that's not what I usually do. I usually go. So there was no muscle memory. I was thinking about the names of the notes. And then I know from, well, training, I guess you could say, where the notes are on the guitar. But even then, it can be like, is it this? The difference between this and this. Does anybody know the difference? El Cipri, nice to see you. Hello. Whoops, I have to fight against it. So that's the first one. That's the second. Let me do it better. Yeah, there's no slide, so I have to consciously be aware of the fact that this finger and you can think about that in some different ways. The way a person visualizes it may be different. Relative to the hand, I'm actually just doing this. And then the hand itself is moving. If you think about in relation to the guitar or the string, my finger is following this path. There's this arc that it's following. And it's both of those at the same time. Because yes, my hand, it is just doing this. And yes, this finger is following a curved path. But that takes being consciously aware of. Now, you may do that intuitively without being consciously aware of it, but to give yourself the best chance of playing consistently and playing with control and intention and all that stuff, well, you want to be aware of it. That's where this jump comes in that I had to make myself aware of when recording, because I specifically didn't want to go. Chords you can't solo or J. Yeah, so that's why I said it's probably got to be split up into two things, because like you're now talking about improvising, and that's going to require a different set of knowledge, I guess. This is not in tune anymore. Certain set of skills. Yeah, I think the theory stuff is super important. We can put it this way. You don't need to know a single bit of theory or anything like that to do this. You just need to know where your fingers need to go. But in a way that's more difficult to explain than I wish it was, having an understanding, a deeper understanding of what it is you're doing helps out in, it just helps out in ways you maybe wouldn't imagine. You wouldn't imagine if you're questioning how it would be useful, I guess. It helps out in all sorts of ways. Just hate major thirds. Someone brought this up last stream. I do not do that. They do not crowd around to the classical guitar stuff, typically. In my experience, I don't know what other people's experiences are. Katuno, welcome to the stream. No, that's not require those. Although I can play it after. Yeah, Sandra. So Narciso Yepes was just a guitarist. He didn't play. This is just an anonymous Spanish song, romanza. But it became popular, and he was the one who did the recording for Jeu Interdit. Bump your top. What is that? Okay. And yeah, I mean, also, Malthiel, what's up? And it's not just parties. It's not just parties. Like, it even happens on Twitch. Like, if you... Like, I've been streaming for so long, and, you know, even just today, up until literally 1 minute ago, I was streaming for over an hour, with zero follows or bits or donations or subs or anything like that. And so, like, it's clearly, relatively speaking, it's relatively unpopular. Yo, Mordente, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Good current composers? Yeah. It depends on it depends on like what you're into though. What's unpopular? The guitar we play. Zila Chante, perhaps. Azila Chante. Thank you for the follow. Villalobos studies. Dude, guys, I spent 15 years saying Villalobos because I don't know Portuguese. I know he's Brazilian. They speak Portuguese there. So I have to fight mental muscle memory that it is actually Villa-Lobos. I don't know all the studies. That'd be another thing. I wish I knew all of them. Well, actually, I don't really wish I knew. It is niche. Within that is unpopular. Like... Villa-Lobos, Heitor Villa-Lobos was a Brazilian composer, and then also like guitarist and cellist. Also, Fair, hello. How's it going? This is a really good right hand exercise, by the way. And this is a good opportunity to practice a little bit of what we were just talking about. Lifting up these two inner fingers, the second and third fingers, and putting them down so that you don't get... But instead, guitarra criolla. No, I'm not. Creole guitar, I guess. You know, as many times as I've heard the all the studies, I can't always remember which ones are which. Like, I can't remember off the top of my head what the 11th one is, but I'm sure if I heard like the first 3 notes, I'd remember. Do I sing? I do. Not as often as I used to, but I'm trying to get back to studying. You help a lot motivating that. I'm glad to hear that, Exones. Thank you for being around. Thank you guys for the claps. Français? Espagnol. Eres de Argentina. Es de Argentina. Speaking of Villa-Lobos, one of the ones I do sometimes, it's not one of his studies, but I've always really liked this piece. Gavotte Choro. Un poco español. It is. It's a gavotte. It's a choro. It's a rondo. It's gavotte choro. It might as well be video game music. What is up, Captain Moonscar? Hey, thanks for the claps and the bravo. Yeah, I guess that wasn't too bad, considering I like almost never play this. This section where it goes to like F sharp minor though is the, although I guess maybe it feels more like A. Know something of Scarlatti? I do. I actually played the only piece I can remember by Scarlatti. I played it a little bit earlier. Salut, Tanguy. Gamer in Crisis, what's up? Play something. Maybe later when I can. I don't know. I try not to repeat songs in the same stream. We spent a good amount of time on it too. But I'm sure if you keep coming around, you'll hear it again. You'll hear it again. How much just enjoying the music? Thanks. Scarlatti. Boo. Is complexity something to strive for in musical composition? So here's how I can answer this. Simple answer is, I mean, if you want. It's like, if you want. I think you should always, this was something I was thinking about earlier today. You should, in my opinion, you can do whatever the hell you want. Again, it depends on what your goal is. But I would say this. Don't think that complexity is going to make your piece of music good and that a lack of it is going to be bad. You have to think about the result of what you're doing is. Was most classical music complex? Is that why it's so revered? No, there's like, this could be a whole stream. This could be a whole channel on this, but we did spend almost an entire stream on this one time, kind of trying to like figure it out. And it's actually not true. People say this all the time, but it's not true that classical music is more complex. Yo, Sandra, thank you for the 14-month resub. I'll go rest on the sofa. Great to have you fill in the air. Thanks, Sandra. Here's what I mean. So if I do this, like, this is classical music. I played this earlier. That's all just one chord. That's all just E minor. And now A minor. And now B major. And E minor. And B7. So that was 3 chords. And if we go to the major section, I guess these are different chords. Like, yes, this is E major and not E minor anymore. But this piece still really only, in a certain sense, has like 3 chords. But it's still considered classical music. It's a different language. That is what I think the disconnect often is that it's a different language, and if you're not familiar with the language used, it can be difficult to have the information that the composer / performer wants to have conveyed. It can be difficult for a person to, I don't know, get that information. It's why part of my theory is that that's why people like pieces of music that are really loud and fast, because that is universally understood. A good example would be thinking about, okay, I don't speak German. If I'm hearing an interview with someone in German and they're just like speaking normally, but they're talking about something very technical and maybe very deep and very interesting, if I only knew what they were saying, but I don't know what they're saying, so they're just like, it's just a bunch of sounds hitting my ear. But if someone is like passionately doing something and screaming possibly and yelling at someone or arguing in a language I don't understand, I can still feel something from it. I can be like, oh, Jesus Christ, like, and I don't need to understand the meanings of the words to get something from it. And although I don't think it's exactly the same, it feels pretty similar. It feels pretty similar. Learning classical music is essential to learn any other genre of music? No. And just because you know classical stuff, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to understand other stuff. I think it's probably, if you had to just pick something that I don't think you have to pick, but if you had to pick something as a foundation, I'd say it's pretty good. But I wouldn't just stop there. I don't think it's the best way to go about thinking about it. Like, here's one of the ways, like, I use this example quite a bit. Mawal, thank you for the follow. If I play this for you guys, so what if you do this? And then I do this. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. Okay, that's one, and then it may be difficult to hear that anything was different, or if there was, what exactly was different. Maybe we can try this. What if we do this? So the difference is that the fifth in the chord was flat in one and natural in the other. So the difference was a B and a B flat. Doesn't have tension, but it actually has a lot of tension. So this is the other part of it. It could sound like just a mess, and so a person's ears are just like, well, there's no coherency, but there actually is. Perhaps we should do it like this. Now maybe I shouldn't use a flat 9 and a sharp 9 at this. then like some of these chords in isolation or even in context might just be like, oh, that's like wrong because it's not this, this, or like this. But as you hear it more, your brain, and you're able to identify what it is, your brain, well, is able to make more sense of it. So then when you add more things into it, like you're just able to make sense of more stuff. But if someone's like speaking that language and you don't speak it and they're relying on that, on a knowledge of that language to convey certain things, it's gonna perhaps sound strange. And it's not specific to classical music. It is not specific to classical music. Now, I think maybe to a certain degree, if a person is able to be open enough, they can have a good chance of like, what would you say, like understanding anything that's presented to them. So if I do this, I saw this recently. I thought it was really cool. Give me just a sec while I set this up. This may be super loud. Why does it do this? So we may be able to be like, whoa, that's cool. But like understanding the subtleties or the intricacies of the music itself is probably going to be lost on us through no fault of our own or this person's own, just a matter of circumstance. Also, if you think this is weird, check this out. I was not expecting this. Oh, damn it. 1 second. Relationship goals. Relationship goals. It's the same way a jaw harp works, or like a talk box. Mommy, Daddy, how were sins created? Yeah. Get someone who looks at you like he looks at you. Okay, all right. It's the same way this works. God, I used to have so much fun playing this. I used to have one of these. Where's that from? They always let you know in the... One second. The Abel and the instruments played by the Kotu and the Taoic people of the Hue province. Okay, Vietnam. Hue province of Vietnam. But it's very similar to this. So like instead of your vocal cords producing the sound that your mouth and tongue and everything end up shaping, it's something else is producing the sound. I want to find, where's the classic, this video I saw 50 years ago or whatever. Let's see. Let's see if we can find this dude. Bro, where? Oh, here he is. Literally 15 years ago, this video came out. This guy is loving. This guy's just loving everything. Well, actually. There's a thin piece of metal that's vibrating, and it vibrates, and your mouth is like the resonator that a guitar body would be. Oh, his note, is that EDM but not electric? Yeah. Well, I haven't seen, God, I haven't looked at any videos of this in a long time. I wonder, are there gonna be like crazy Jahar playing? Well, it's the same principle as throat singing. Yo, what's up, Humbeer? Dude, when it hits your teeth, oh my god, it's so disturbing. That's so funny. Hey, what's up, Bonnie? And Torvalds, hello. Yeah, you're the throat singing, yeah. So I can actually... Yo, 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 yo. So he's making that sound in the same way you go yo, 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 yo. Your tongue is just going... Oh, yo, 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 yo. But you just don't have to go like, You just move your mouth. But it's like what's happening here. I pluck this string. And it makes a sound. But because that sound is going into the guitar and coming back out, and that's mainly what you're hearing, you're like hearing the guitar shaping what this string is producing. And so even just by me reducing that, by actually stopping the guitar from vibrating, it sounds different. But that's what we do with our voices. That's how we, well, for one, it's one of the ways we make different vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, U, I, E, I, O, U, I, U, I, and that's how I can shape different things if I do this. Last time I tried this, it didn't work for some reason, but hopefully it works this time. Okay, so yeah, so now I am making a sound with my mouth, but the thing that's producing the pitch is just based on where I press on the keyboard. So because this is an F, what you're gonna hear is an F. Now an F and a G, and an F and a G, and an A, C. But you can still hear my voice. If I cut my voice out, you'll just hear this. Why isn't that? What if okay, there we go. Yeah. Now you can hear my voice, but you're only hearing what comes through the vocoder. So I can do this. And, okay. I can shape these sounds. It's why you're able to understand me, because really this is nothing more than me going. That's interesting. That just unintentionally gave me some information on where the sound dropping is coming from, because it clearly has something to do with Reaper. That was more extensive, or that was more exhaustive, I guess I can say, of the resources. And the sound was cutting out a bunch. How hard is it to... what? Oh, okay, a few things. Why is it that 20 hertz is the magic number for audible sound? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's just like our anatomy. Now you're probably asking why is you probably mean like what are the physical mechanisms that are going on? I'd imagine you want, if I had to guess, because this is something I can tell you for sure, but I'm not sure this is the reason. If we were able to detect, like theoretically, like a wider range of pitches or frequencies, it may be somewhat disturbing and not useful. The same thing with like volume of frequencies. So I don't know if that's part of it, but I could maybe guess that would be something. It may also just not be useful at all to develop that, and it would require extra resources for us to do, because like we have hairs in our ear and then a membrane that's above it, and we need those ears of certain lengths to actually like detect certain pitches. So we would need more of these hairs, and for these lower frequencies, the larger hairs, for it to register, and it's probably just not useful at all. Like evolutionarily speaking, it's probably just not useful. Also, how hard is it to determine what key random sounds are in? So people use the word key. I know what you mean, but like Hunt Beer said, most car horns are like an F, although they're kind of like. Okay. It's kind of simple, but also things get very. There start to be many gray areas. So if you mean like, let's say someone hears a car horn and it just goes like, because that's totally what a car horn sounds like. You'd most likely need to have perfect pitch to determine that what you are hearing is an F and a B, unless you had some sort of reference tone. Now there are sort of exceptions to that. Like without a reference tone, I can pretty accurately name and reproduce pitches, but it's a different mechanism that's taking place than with someone who has perfect pitch. It's kind of strange, but yeah. So it's not so much a difficulty because you're like, how hard is it to determine? It's kind of like an on and off switch where either you can do it or you can't. Now, there is something you can do. You can determine that this is a tritone or a diminished fifth or an augmented fourth, whatever you want to call it. That you can train to do. You can train to identify any of these things, like even the chords we did before. Like you can just train your ear to identify that and to do it automatically. I don't know if I can answer how hard it is, and it depends on each person. The more ear hairs you have, yeah, not talking about those. Not talking about the ones you can see. Also, Thievesos, perhaps? Thank you for the follow earlier. And yeah, Mordente, if you want to ask something, that's probably something better. Like I don't mind talking about the technical aspects of streaming, but that's probably something better. Like if you just want to DM me here on Discord or something, I'll be more than happy to try to help you out with that. Unless it's just like a really simple question, but. Pana. Blindfolded challenge. Got it. What should we do? Thanks, man. No problem. Direct message, private message, either one. Whisper, whatever you want to call it. Bro, what the? Whatever. What should I play though? Someone mentioned Recuerdos earlier, but I played that blindfolded yesterday. Maybe we can do this blindfold? Oh god, when have I done this blindfolded? I know I have, but it was like months ago. I guess that was okay. Thanks for the collapse. It's just a fun trick to for your benefit. I'm essentially just the best way to explain it. I'm essentially just seeing the fretboard just like in my mind and just going based off of that. Yo, Fair, thank you for gifting that sub to May. I was just gonna do my awkward struggling of asking people if they're able to help support. It's been quite the slow stream. I've been streaming for 2 hours, and that's the second sub, and that's been about it. So, and I really hate asking for this stuff. But if anyone's been enjoying the stream and has found it, any part of it to be of value and is able to subscribe or donate or tier anything, it would be greatly appreciated, because it's I guess I need it to live, but like I rely on viewer support. Or if you'd like to help out by sharing stuff on social media to bring, people in, that'd be huge. Yo, Jesus. Raccoon, thank you for that $20. Holy shit. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad. I want to do stuff that people enjoy, that's different, that I enjoy doing. Stuff that I feel like is unique and has value. So I appreciate those of you who help support me as I do it, so I can keep doing it. So thank you, Raccoon. Fair, thank you for the gift sub. Sandra, I know you said you're lurking, but thank you for the resub earlier too. Again, one day I hope to get to a place where I never have to ask. Can you see how uncomfortable it makes me? I know I'm not the only one. Yo, Torvalds, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I got distracted. It's good to remember these things. Yeah. You know what I should do? I feel like I should, I'd be curious as to why I don't like asking for things. Like, really deeply why I don't like asking for things. I'll have to investigate that more. Nagoob for the brilliant music. Thank you for the $10. Nagoob. I don't mean to laugh at your name. I just have no idea what to make of that name. And Oddball, thank you for the $5. Jeez, the donation go. I've been trying to figure out what that name potentially is, but I don't know. Boogan. Guys, thank you for the positive response to the call for support, you could say. I do appreciate it. Oddball, Nagoob, Torvalds, Raccoon. Thank you. And again, Fair and Sandra from before. And thank you for the claps and the kind words. Weird. Something just sounded a little strange. And that means extra. So Torvald said, first time he gives subs also, but he liked the music. That I appreciate that. That means a lot. And Abdil, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We could do another. So that was a piece by Manuel Ponce. We could do another Ponce piece that's quite different, but in terms of the form, it's actually there's actually a lot of it that's really similar. They both start out in a minor key with a particular vibe, and in the middle there's a major section that just all of a sudden becomes really upbeat. They both have it. Faisal, maybe? Faisal, welcome in. I'm glad you like the performance. You haven't slept yet? To take care of a baby bird? Oh. Also, speaking of vibrato, because this was brought up yesterday, man, I do it a bunch, relatively speaking, relative to how much I usually use it in Peace. Like, this one's just, like, full of it. And it's... you know what I haven't been doing that much of? Drinking water? No, doing this Bagatelle by William Walton. This one can be tough to, how do you put it? This one isn't the most accessible piece of music, but I think if you try to picture some dream-like thing, like almost like a dream sequence in a movie, that it may help you connect with it. I know that's what it makes me think of. Almost like someone walking or floating in a huge void and different things are popping up. I don't know. What am I hearing? Hold on. What the hell? Wait. I'm so confused. Hold on. What is happening? What am... Geegis. Like Squidward in the next... Did I see that episode? I don't know if... Bro, what am I hearing? Dude... I don't know. It's gone now. Just say grow. Okay. I was hearing some like piano or something. That's so strange. Okay, whatever. It's gone. Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Okay, as I was saying. Jeez. Yo, that is a big number. Cactus, thanks for the 38 months. What's up? What have you been up to? I just feel like I haven't seen you around as much, either here or like actually been by your stream. Okay, this is just getting ridiculous. I gotta do something with this nail. It sounds like... It sounds terrible. That's what it sounds like. Thanks for the GGs and the claps. Give me 1 second. This sounds terrible. I don't know why. Yeah, if you guys don't know Cactus, he also does classical guitar stuff. You've been busy with semester ending and getting COVID. Ah, very fun. But everything's basically over now. Are you going to be getting back to streaming more? Or has it just been in my head? Because I've also changed my sleep schedule. I'm not up as late anymore, and that used to be a lot of when I would at least be in your stream. So I don't know if that's has anything to do with it, but also I don't know if I finished, but Cactus is another classical guitarist on Twitch. Took a little bit off. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Grow. I mean, you know, without talking to William Walton myself, I'm pretty confident that this was inspired by Eric Satie's Gymnopedes. Anything new? Trying to think. Kinda, maybe. I'm in the process. I actually just got an email from the person while I was streaming. I'm gonna have to see, but I've been looking to get a new guitar built. So I've been talking with Jeff Sigurdson, who's up in Canada. I had reached out to Martin. I think I told you this. I had reached out to Martin, and he was like, yeah, it's a 7-year wait list. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. It's a lot of years. You have come to give me love. Yo, DeMarcus, thank you for the love. What was I doing? Oh, this. Some cello music on guitar. Cuckoo! Thank you for the raid. What's up? Oh, Sang Maître. Bonjour. Okay. Oh, I recognize some of these names. I recognize McDibu. What's up? Coucou, bonjour. Merci pour le raid. How are you all doing? How was your stream? What were you streaming? Welcome in, everybody. Torvalds, good night. Thank you again for coming by, and thank you for thank you again for the gift subs earlier. And you were playing Trackmania, but you need some chill to end this night. All right, I can provide the chill, because yeah, Trackmania is not chill. Thank you again for bringing everyone over. For the new people, my name is Rafi. I go by Schnaff. Either one's fine. I'm primarily a guitarist doing classical stuff, but I also like improvising and singing sometimes. You know what? I was gonna do this anyway because we were talking about Eric Satie. Thanks, Sang. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Today's been this stream's been relatively chill, low key. So. Wait, I hear the piano sound again. Guys, I think I'm losing my mind. Is this what being crazy is like? Are these auditory hallucinations? It sounds like a ringtone. I'm just hearing that over and over. Yo, Smokey Newt, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you, Smokey Newt. And Freelon, thank you. Oh. Right? My phone's not playing anything, okay? Looking at my tabs, okay. No. No. All right. Okay. Twitch soundtrack. No. Dude, it's like in a timeout. Timeout. I gotta. Maybe something's playing in a different room, but this is crazy. This is crazy. Hold on. No, nothing's even. This is actually crazy. Hold on. I'll be back in just a minute. Some sort of electro. Yeah, this is actually. Guys, are ghosts real? Discuss. This is what I was hearing. How come you couldn't hear it? Because it was so quiet. So the volume is all the way down, but I can still barely hear it. It's just too quiet. I can hear it still. Right? Pick up the phone, it sounds like. And Smokey Newt, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the subscription and for the gift sub earlier. God. I know that if you look here, that's part of what it gave, but I was like, this is a piano sound. And so what I actually did is I pulled up this. I was like, is something somehow playing on MuseScore? And I saw that this was being highlighted. And I was like, oh, wait a sec. And then I looked over here and I saw this thing lighting up. And it all clicked before I before I even brought the volume up. Because sometimes, okay, the arpeggiator is on. So sometimes this thing will like click different sound effects, and then also it's heavy enough that it'll press down keys. Oh my gosh. I knew I was hearing something. Oh my God. Use spatial audio? I do, yeah. So if you guys have headphones, that's when it's like the clearest, that you'll hear this like in your left ear more and this in your right ear more. So I could just be an ASMR streamer. Amaranth, I'm coming for you. Ooh. Not. You know what? I'm just going to pretend I didn't say that. Audio Technicas? Yeah, for the headphones. M50Xs. What was I doing? Play music on Twitch. Jesus, okay. Oh, we didn't do the. Oh, we didn't do a few things. Yeah, let's just do this again. Let's just restart. Let's just try this again. So the first time I put these headphones on, they hurt my head almost right away. But I don't know, and I've heard that with a lot of other people. Now, I made one change. You won't believe this one change that made these headphones totally wearable. Because you guys have seen, I'll wear these things for like 8 hours straight, and I'm totally fine. I took these pieces of foam. It was like this thin sheet of foam I'd used for something else, and I cut it up into little rectangles, and I glued them together until you can see it here. It's a stack of 4 of them until it made it so that the headphones stop here. Because before they were angling in like this, and it was applying pressure like behind my jaw. And so the second I did this, so that it applies pressure like evenly around my head, they're like totally fine. And I almost forget I'm wearing them. AirPods Pro with spatial audio. Oh, nice. The tops of your ears being chafed. Oh, that's totally different. Yeah. Interesting. Sing the American Dad intro. No thanks. As I know you love Peter Griffin, although that's different, but. Why does this nail keep sounding weird? It keeps sounding really thin and tinny. Although that's kind of just the first string of this guitar in general, which bothers me. It seems today that all you see. I know that's Family Guy, but it's violence in movies. It's sex on TV. On which we used to rely. Thanks, Fair. See, the same nail sounds totally fine on the other strings. I don't know, the first string on this guitar is just really thin. Bravo. Thanks, guys. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to Let me do this. Do something with Julia Florida. So there's one part in particular I mentioned. Bravo. Bravo. It's slightly too short. Ugh. It happens. It's this part here. Okay, so you go. No, that was okay. What do I keep doing here? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try. No, let's. Yeah, that'll just need actual work put into it. Or just more time. Thanks for the claps, though. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna head out. There's a couple things I wanted to do for recording and for YouTube, so yeah. I appreciate y'all being here. So I will play the ending song. Thanks, guys. And Raccoon, thank you again for the donation. Again, if anyone's, if you've been enjoying the stream, the music, and you're able to support, donate, subscribe, cheer, whatever, it would be much appreciated. You're welcome, Cryptic Caramel. Welcome to the stream. And Cypher, you were lurking, so you didn't talk. It's all good. All right, ending song. Wolfric, good noodle mom, what's up? Thanks for the hearts. Thank you all for the hearts and the claps and the words of encouragement. Just overall support. I do appreciate it. So let us do this. I'm going to go to my following list. What the heck? Right? I don't know what XQC is watching. Started playing when I was playing? Perhaps it was all coordinated. It was meant to be. It was just a coincidence. This is someone who I just only recently found. Oh, okay. I was wondering if Hannah was streaming. I didn't see an announcement on Discord. Okay. Yeah, this is someone who raided yesterday. I just found out about them, so maybe we can raid them back. So I actually don't know much about them. Again, I've never actually seen their stream. Their name is Lily Melodies. So yeah, thank you, Fair. Let's copy these raid calls. What the hell? Okay. Come back tomorrow for the Scarlet. Well, I'm not streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back Wednesday. So if you want to come back Wednesday, yeah, then I will see you then. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Lurkers, chatters, mods, raiders, donators, subscribers and sub-gifters. Thank you for the support. And yeah, let's say hey to Lily Melodies. Take care, everybody.